not going to be sad about. Whoa, Nien was just in lane, actually. He had not gone back.
And the barrel still hit despite his flash. That made it very easy for Balls.
Freak, that cannon minion wave will get you every time.
Yep.
I think he really wanted to secure the cannon minion wave before returning, and he pays for his hubris. You could have just gone back and teleported to lane. You would have been in time for a cannon minion.
Mm-hmm. I think he wanted to hit an item break point. You see he's got double Doran's Blade longsword.
Yeah, that might
be.
Wanted. Yeah, that might be it.
Unfortunate for Nien, he has plenty of attack damage, but Balls just went back to base and bought a catalyst off that. He already walked back, and now he's lane dominant.
Yeah, there he is. This is, according to Cloud9's game plan, though, this is how they always used to run. Meteos has been hard farming. Balls gets an early lead. Expect some moves from Meteos off the top side of the map now. This is where they take their small lead, and they just punish you with it over and over. Deep Vision probably going to come soon for Cloud9 on that top side of the jungle so that Balls can continue to punish Nien and grow that lead. We'll see where Meteos' next destination is, though. Dragon is available, and we are at the point of the game where if you show top too often, then your opponents can take that dragon. They can force it down there. It does depend a lot on the state of your bottom lane.
Yeah.
And since neither of them have gone back, it's fairly even.
Hotshot wants to clear mid, though. High takes a little bit of damage, doesn't care too much. And there's the blue attempt. So Hotshot wave clears to free him up for the blue. He walks by a ward while doing so, though, which means they know Think Card's bottom side right now.
And what do you know? Meteos is counter jungling on the other side of the map. He's got plenty of intel on Think Card's position. Best thing to do when trying to be a better jungler is always think to yourself where your enemy is. Looks like they're looking for some action in mid here.
High wants to defend the pink ward. Think Card,
he hit the cocoon.
I feel like they win the 2-on-1, but not the 2-on-2 as Meteos shows up with double buffs. Of course, High doesn't need him. Think Card takes the ward out and hops right onto safety with his trinket.
Positive move for CLG right there. Taking out a bit of that vision, chipping away at it, but they are still need to get some extra vision down around that top side so Nien doesn't get dove. Maybe they'll just rely on the threat of an answer dragon to hope that Meteos doesn't go top.
Maybe. Well, you heard what Hotshot said about warding when he interviewed him earlier. He's like, yeah, I walked by and I killed a bunch of pink wards. It's like, I haven't even bought one yet. They haven't even got sweepers yet. CLG are not really denying vision this game.
You do kind of have to get in that habit, and it takes a little while to, if you're not used to switching out your trinket wards early, on your early returns.
Very true.
We'll see.
It's a while to get good at competitive League of Legends.
They have also, in the previous games, relied on buying purely combat effectiveness and trying to fight their way out of bad situations.
True.
So the trade-off with Vision is you don't want to spend too much money on it. You want to spend enough to be able to pick a fight and get the favorable fight for your team. CLG decided that they don't want to spend any, and they just want to get as much damage as they can, as many swords. Look, they're just trying to rack up as many swords as they can, so that when it does come down to the fight.
But KX isn't fitting in. His swords go up and to the left.
Look at this, though.
Not thematic. Nien, though, gonna bait in. Balls knocks Nien into the fight. Maybe not quite what he wanted, because Think Card kicks him into the wall, takes him down in the brush, and finally Think Card gets his way in.
Definitely not what he wanted, but we actually see the reverse scenario here. Since Think Card decided to go up top. Can they win this 4-on-5? Since they have Elise, it's tanking for most of the dragon health. High should be able to zone this out.
Well, Nien could TP in as well. He's got enough health, and man, he's gonna TP in actually right now. High goes to the ulti. They don't get that in time. The dragon goes to C9. Nien's in the fight. Meteos forced to flash away. This battle has begun. KX tries to fight around the wind while High very low on health. Has to flash away. That's 2 flashes down. Elimination now has to make that a 3rd. That is 3 flashes for a dragon, but CLG are on the chase. Sneaky goes down. They find a kill for it.
Balls has no ulti, but he's on the back side here. Just wasted his ultimate pretty much. Or wasted his teleport, excuse me. Yeah, so they do get the dragon for 1 kill, and they exchange flashes. Probably the only big downside there was the usage of the teleport cooldown for in best-of-5 situations.
Yeah, it is.
So it's an extra advantage, maybe, that Curse will be able to use.
You know what's funny about that, actually, is the Spring Split Curse, they had run like 15 different comps as well.
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't work out. Like their Pope comps were really poorly executed. And they kept finding new things to play with. They finally found a few that do work. And Curse got that late season surge. Cloud9 playing his style as well. High, getting kicked around and blows up. Took a bunch of tries.
It looks like Nien is the new king of the hill then, Freak.
Yes, he is.
He's taking it back from Cloud9. Thinkard, he's had some very... Every time he does go for these ganks, he's picked somebody off and they've gotten the kill. So his ganks have been converting. It's just the objective control that really has been the downfall of this CLG sub-squad, which is not really a surprise for them.
But they're doing what they can to try to inch their way back in. Hot shot the Morellonomicon into the Haunting guys. And some more AP and Magic Pen to follow suit soon. Of course, Cloud9 have to hide on the map for a while as they wait for High to come back. He's a pretty integral part of their team fights. And it gives CLG some time to remove wards. You can see once again, C9's vision pretty dark. Elimination actually by himself goes to check these brushes out. There's no way of telling if there's a Lux release in one of those brushes.
That is a fairly risky move. Cloud9 are confident that they've got CLG bottled up inside their base. They have a little bit of vision over there to try and see people on the exit, but it's always a risky move. People don't talk about enough how risky it is being a support. You go on these very dangerous spying missions to get intel for your team. Definitely helps to have that backup. Braum, though, is definitely a forgiving support.
Yes.
As we've seen many times.
Usually from Kiwi Kid.
Yeah, getting caught out and still surviving.
Yes, he does. Baits in like a perfect team fight. Shockwave comes out, they win the game.
Hotshot trying to poke him around there, keep that vision out of his jungle.
Missed.
Cloud9, though. The double wall composition. Every time you get Yasuo and Braum,
being Tristan in those games is annoying.
Very difficult.
Well, I'm just going to wait as the rapid fire time's out, and then I'll see you guys in 4 minutes when the walls go down.
It does kind of stunt CLG's endgame that they could have relied on there with very powerful endgame Tristana firing from the back lines. Well, two options for CLG to...
Yeah. The good thing for CLG is at least Lux ulti and just Aurelia in general go through those walls. So some of that can still go through the front line.
We'll see here, because it's 5 people.
Uh-oh. Hot shot. 1 Q away from the knockup now. Can they get the kill? Gonna be a lot of damage down. Elimination claims the kill, and Hot shot caught out at the top tier 2. This will be the 6th turret now for Cloud9.
Knock another one down. That's the last outer turret. All that's left are inhibitor turrets for Cloud9 to break into this base. Hot shot down, 4 versus 5. They got balls split pushing mid.
Ooh, High hooked in. There comes the first wall down. Baby's gonna fall. Knockup's gonna hit Thinkard, and they're gonna begin the fight. KX though wants High to die. Can't quite do it though. Out goes Yasuo. The turret falls and Cloud9 running away. Nien flashes in, gets 1 kill, gets a slow and a sneaky, but gets locked up immediately afterwards by the support squad. And that is another kill picked up for Elimination, 2-0-7. The jump on in, KX tries to retreat, but Balls claims that kill. Now Thinkard falls well. Hotshot GG back alive, but it's 4v1. I don't know
the world.
if that's gonna really work for him. Inhibitor goes down at 30 minutes into the game, and Cloud9 move right down to the mid lane here. 20 seconds on most of the respawns. Down goes the turret. Do they stay for the inhibitor?
Pretty clean pickup there for Cloud9. Get 2 inhibitors. They will have very perfect timing of this spawn for their super minions. This large gold lead that they just got from all of those objectives up top too means that after they go purchase, they can make use of the vision they already laid. Their pre-laid plans will pay off very quickly here. Super minions will time themselves up at the CLG base right when they can go bait Baron or just take it. And there we go. This is even the 4-man squad. They don't even make the call for Balls to come until halfway through this fight. Balls is still taking down that mid turret.
Wow.
He's like, okay, Nien's gonna come kill High. Now it's time for him to roam up here. And he comes to clean both members. Nowhere for KX to go.
Bird of you flash for that one, just to make sure he died.
Balls wanted that big score line. Get the double kill bonus.
Nice, 5, 2, and 4. A very offensive build. Rod of Ages into Lich Bane into Void Staff.
My favorite build, definitely, by far on the top lane Gragas.
Yeah. One thing I like about Gragas builds is Magic Pen has a above average priority because the percent health damage on W doesn't have an AP scaling. So if you want to kill a guy like a Maokai or like a Renekton or something who builds a lot of health, Magic Pen's your best way of killing him.
Yeah, Magic Pen really good on a lot of the champions that don't have the best scaling but good base damages. It's one of the reasons why you see a lot of the people build those champions tank first. But once they realize you can get that... Oh!
Ooh, KX has to jump away. Meteos might not get to chase the one down any farther, but the knockback on a baby and Hotshot GG. They don't get the Yasuo ulti. Yeah. Lantern keeps Hotshot safe.
Pretty sure that was the attempt there was for a combo with Hive. But he didn't pull the trigger quick enough, and they'll take the zone.
Speaking of zoning, Sneaky pushed KX into his base and made him burn Summoner Heal just with the Living Artillery. Cloud9 are going to start Baron here. 33 minutes into the game, Lemon Nation and Balls playing zone duty. They see Think card.
Oh, gone for the Miracle Steal.
The knockup comes through. It is going through to Cloud9. There we go. Cloud9 get the Baron. They get the kill on the Think card.
Just start with C. C9.
9.
And they do get it. Hotshot with a good attempt there to try and laser it away. Think card also sacrificed his life valiantly. But it looks like Cloud9 going to walk their way into the base for the epic finale of the North American Summer Split 2014.
Last game of the regular season. And here we go. Cloud9 to secure first place in the playoffs and knocking CLG down to 5th. Down goes Baby. They're up now. Second Nexus turret, but Balls falls as well. Nien in the mix. High gets a knock up onto Chaos, but there goes Nien. He wants to get the kill. GA pops, but down goes the Aurelia. Here comes the Nexus. 34-minute game. Cloud9 going to take up a couple of more wins at the end of the week, and they are going to be your #1 team heading into the playoffs of the North American LCS.
Whew. It has been an exciting Super Week.
It has been.
A lot of movement in the standings. Only to get back to Cloud9 being #1 yet again. 3 splits in a row. Just barely able to eke past LMQ.
You know a record I think they will break, though? They've gone undefeated in playoffs every time in the LCS as well. I feel like the competition this time around...
Drop at least a game.
I don't see how they 10-0 the playoff this time. Or 6-0, rather, I guess.
Definitely not.
But Cloud9 #1, well-deserved. They found their footing finally at the end of the split here. Surging above. CLG, they brought in a sub-squad. They want to regroup with Seraph over in Korea, practice up, be ready for the playoffs themselves. Their sub-squad did 0-4. That brought CLG down to 5th place here. They will not get side choice in almost any of their games in playoffs.
And everybody's going to be wondering, what will the squad look like when they return?
It's true. It's going to be a test, of course, as well. Curse making that surge as well. We didn't know who was going to even be 6th place. Will it be Curse?
Yeah.
Will it be Complexity? Will it be EG? Those are the 3 names. Actually, 6th place will be Dignitas. They fell down, had a really rough week themselves. Their only win, I believe, was this sub-squad of CLG.
They've had a rough month.